What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel. And I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we are going to be reviewing an old silhouette with a new colorway in the year of 2025. And I believe the sneaker releases next month in February around All-Star Weekend. So this is technically an early review on that sneaker. So before you even continue this video, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, as well as that notification bell. And if you are already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and family and all that. Because again, in order for me to hit that milestone that I want, I'm not going to reveal it yet. But in order to hit that milestone, this channel got to keep going up. So definitely make sure that you share with your friends and family. And with that being out of the way, guys, let's just get right into what you came here for, which is none other than the Nike KD4 MVP. And I have to say, guys, based off of first impressions, this sneaker is an absolute unit. I love the colorway. I love the color blocking. I love the history and inspiration behind it. It definitely is a significant shoe. But again, I'll focus onto that later into the history of the video. So now let's just briefly go over the box details. So what we get is actually a very nice custom blue box. And as you guys know, blue is my favorite color. And at the center of this box right here, you can actually see KD's signature right there. Then when going on to this side of the box, you can see that we do have that Nike logo right there. Then when turning onto this corner, there is a KD 35 number right there, which is a pretty nice touch. Then on this side, there's a small KD logo. Then on the back of the box, it does say Kevin Durant right there in a specific font. And then finally, we do have the sticker tag right there. And it does read off as Nike Zoom KD4, and the colorway shown is Summit White and Hyper Royal. And I did get this in a size 8.5 because they didn't have a size 8. So I 100% recommend to go true to size with the KD4s. It'll fit perfect. You may have to have a little break-in period, but again, that was standard with these type of basketball sneakers back then. Now, in opening this box lid right here, it's pretty standard. So we do have an all-white box, and then we just have our standard white wax Nike tissue paper right there. So now we're focusing onto the history or inspiration behind the shoe. KD did get his first MVP back in the 2013-2014 season. And of course, he also got the scoring title. So maybe that's exactly why they didn't put this MVP one at the time, because we did get the yellow scoring title KD4s, which is a very nice shoe. It has a very similar color blocking with the all gold upper, with the blue hits on it and all that type of stuff. But I do have to say that I do prefer this MVP 2025 colorway over the scoring title. So again, the MVP is the main gist of this whole entire sneaker. However, when going deeper into the MVP speech, that's where KD says his iconic "Mom, you the real MVP," and that's kind of shown all over the shoe. So when you open the strap of the sneaker, it does have a statement right there, and it does say, "We weren't supposed to be here. You made us believe. You sacrificed for us." And obviously that is KD talking to his mom, Wanda, and just saying, "Mom, you the real MVP. You sacrificed for us. Without you, we wouldn't even be here." And of course, I can resonate with that because of course I love my mother and she raised me and all that type of stuff. So this is definitely a very special shoe. And pretty much that's the main gist of this sneaker, right? It's KD's MVP speech, MVP suit that he wore. It's actually an inverted version because the white dress shirt is the predominant color on the upper of the shoe. And then the navy suit, you can see those navy and royal blue details all over it. And then of course, we do have some laces that actually is the inspiration behind the shoe. And I was going to reveal that for the details of the sneaker, but let's just get right into it right here. So as you can see, we do have an extra pair of black and white laces that matches the exact tie that KD was wearing on that night of his MVP acceptance speech. So that's a pretty nice detail there to note. And pretty much with that being said, guys, that's gonna conclude all of the major inspiration and details behind the shoe itself. And now I'm focusing onto the details of the sneaker, more specifically when looking at this toe box area. We do have it in this all white colorway. And then we do have this gold touch right here that does show a Nike check. And this is all in that Nike Fuse material. And the reason why you're able to tell that is due to the fact that when you feel it, or when you look at this Nike check right here, you can see that Fuse material right under it. Then when looking onto the tongue of the shoe, you can see that there is this mesh white tongue detail, and it does feel very nice to the touch. Then when moving up towards the laces, you can see that we do have these all white laces. And as I mentioned into the history of the shoe, we do have these black and white polka dot laces, which is used to match the tie that KD wore on the night that he received his MVP trophy. Then when going towards the top of the shoe, there is this all white strap right here with some perforated holes on it. And as I mentioned into the history of the shoe, there is this quote that I mentioned earlier, which I think is a very nice and beautiful quote. Then when looking at the Nike check, it is in this blue and gold colorway, and then it has these curves and grooves to it, which I'm assuming is used to mimic the MVP trophy itself. Obviously, it's now called the Michael Jordan trophy, but back then it was a gold trophy with a basketball on it, which I'll show you another detail that it takes from. But I do think that this was a very nice touch because normally with the KDs, it's just a flat standard Nike check. Then when going towards the top of the tongue now, which is standard to all of the KD4 sneakers, is his initials right here. However, just to add more to the MVP idea, we do have that basketball right there, which I think is a very nice touch. Then when flipping over the tongue right here, we do have some gold inscriptions as well as a rose, and it does say Wanda on it, which if you guys are not familiar, Wanda is KD's mom. And what I really love about the KD4s is the fact that this big sneaker was actually attributed to his family, which he has a lot of his family members' names all over the sneakers, but we'll get into that a little later. Then focusing onto the lateral side of the shoe right here, you can see that we do have more of those breathability holes. And focusing onto the back heel area of the shoe now, KD's initials are there, which pretty much mimics his initials on the tongue of the sneaker. Then when going on to the medial side of the shoe right here, we do have something similar to the actual strap of the tongue, which is this Nike check with the grooves, shapes, and textures on it, which I think is a very nice touch. Then when looking right below the strap, you can see these two words right here, which says faith and love, which I think are values that KD emphasized during his MVP speech. He pretty much emphasized his love that he had for his mom, as well as the faith that he had in her, as well as the faith that she had in him as her son to actually help them and build them up and, you know, live the life that they live now. So big shout out to KD for taking care of his mom. That's what real people do, you know what I'm saying? So this is, again, a very special sneaker in my opinion. So now, when focusing onto the midsole of the sneaker right here, you can see that we do have this Nike Zoom, but that's pretty much only in the forefoot of the sneaker. And then pretty much the rest of the cushioning on this midsole is Phylon, as well as some rubber, which you could definitely feel when you grab the shoe up, which is great for traction on the court, right? So now when focusing onto the outsole of the shoe, we do have a lot of different details. So first of all, I'm gonna say that we do have this royal blue outsole, but then we do have these names right here, which says Barbara as well as Tony Man. And then we have the rose, which I'm assuming is for Wanda, because when you look at Wanda's name right here, there is a rose right there. So pretty much Barbara is KD's grandmother, which again, anybody who has their grandmother in their life still, you cherish that relationship. Grandmothers are very special, and I very much cherish mine today, till this day. Thank God she's still here. And then right below that, we do have Tony Man, which I was like, who's Tony Man? But when I looked it up, that is the name of KD's brother, or his nickname that his family calls him. So again, as I mentioned earlier, KD's family is all over this sneaker, and this sneaker to me is the best KD of all time. My personal opinion, everybody has their own. The 5s are pretty good, the 3s are great as well, but the 4s to me are KD's #1 sneaker. And then we look right below that, we do have multiple words and details on the sneaker. So we do have KD's initial right there, and then it says work hard on this side, and then on this side it does say stay focused. So there's a lot of different words, statements, family members all over the shoe, and for it to be KD's best sneaker in my opinion, I think that they went crazy with this. So with this being out of the way, let's just get right into the final detail of the sneaker, which is none other than the insoles itself. So on the insoles, we do have the big statement right here, which says you're the real MVP. That's what KD said to his mom when he was doing his MVP acceptance speech. And then on this side, you can see that there is a KD shaped MVP trophy, which I think is a very nice touch. And I think Nike went crazy with this because KD is one of the best natural scorers of our generation and pretty much of all time in my opinion. But I definitely want to hear what y'all think about that in the comment section down below. So with that being out of the way, guys, that's going to conclude all the history as well as the details of the sneaker. So now let's get right into this on full look, guys. All right, y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on for look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about this KD4 MVP. Are you excited for it? Do you rock with it? Do you think that the colorway is whack? I don't think you could even say the colorway is whack because it has a lot of beautiful colors. We got my favorite color blue, we got white, we got gold, we got a little bit of gray on this Nike check right here. I think this joint go crazy, but I want to hear what y'all think about it in the comment section down below. So other than that, y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're already subscribed to the channel, definitely be sure to share with your friends and family and all that. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.